everyone, and welcome to our channel Project Management and Control. This video tutorial I'm making to demonstrate very important command in Primavera P6, which is activity steps. So, activity steps allows the user or programmer to model the complexity of an activity while maintaining the simplicity of the Gantt chart. It means that instead of adding additional activity and make our program very lengthy and difficult to understand, we can provide additional detail and definition to activity using the activity steps. So let's see what are activity steps. So in Primavera P6, activity steps provide a way to break activity down into smaller units and track their completion and progress of these units. Otherwise, we can say that activity steps is a mean to add more detail and definition to particular activity. Activity states allow the user to assist in making a status of the activity when the project either start or in progress. So means that we can easily monitor the progress of any activity while the progress in the project in progress. Actually, an activity is divided into several steps depends on the type of the activity and its complexity. To define activity steps, in Primavera 6, P6, the scheduler can assign a weight factor to each step, and Primavera P6 automatically compute the weight factor percentage for this step. Depend on the weight factor we define in the steps the dialog box or window. Primavera P6 automatically compute the weight percentage. We will see this in a while when we see the step in Primavera P6 itself. So now we see that what are the required setting for using the activity steps in Primavera P6. So when if someone is planning to use activity steps in this program and it is agreed with the engineer, it is important that the activities which for which we want to assign the activity steps, we go to this select this activity and go in project calculation tab, and there we can go to in the project calculation tab, click on the activity percentage complete based on activity steps. So once you go in the project calculation tab, and this when you find that there's one option which is activity percent complete based on activity steps. So if we are planning to use activity steps, we need to click this option. Or the second option, important option is that for the activities for which you are planning to use the activity steps, you have to select the percentage complete type as the physical. Normally, our activity percentage complete types are select as duration. In the duration percentage complete, when we put the percentage complete, the remaining the parameter automatically compute the remaining duration based on the percentage complete we provided. So in the physical percentage complete, for the steps. If you are using the step for an activity, we have to select the percentage complete type as a physical. In the physical percentage complete, we need to define the percentage complete and remaining duration by the scheduler by himself. So it will take little more time by the scheduler. Now we will see that for an example of activity steps. For example, if you have in a construction project, an activity of slab casting at any floor can be split into several breakdown or definition, which is like, for example, fixing of layout and fixing of formwork, fixing of steel rebars, and engineers approval for the same. Municipality inspection before pouring. Then we have the concrete pouring, and after concrete pouring, we assign 14 days or as per specs, and then we have formwork removal to start other activities. So we can instead of what this slab casting activity can be divided into 4, 5, 6 activities and more, depend on our project, and it will what is the effect. If our project is a high-rise project, it's 50 or 50 floors or like this. If we add these five activities, so it means that we are going to add 250 or 300 activities to our project. It will make our project schedule lengthy, and it is sometimes not advisable to add such minor details in our schedule if it is agreed by the client or engineer. And these details or definition we can use or we can assign as activity steps. So it will reduce the length or the number of activities in our program, and then we can assign the weight factor for all these activities. For example, formwork you can put 20%, 20 item. Then still you have this this should be based on the 100. Say steel rebar, you can put 25. Municipal inspection is 1 day only, so you can put less factor for this 5. Concrete pouring also you can put 20, and then formwork and remove extra just mine. Add the total and minus from 100, and once you define this factor in the Primavera automatically compute the weight factor percentage for this each step by itself. So we'll see this a little while. If you are getting confused here, just wait a while. We'll see the detail in Primavera P6 itself. So now we'll see here that activity steps. What are the components of the activity steps? So any activity steps are mainly depend of the step weight, which we say that we define the step weight for each activity. For example, if we have three activities and we define each step as one, so step percentage complete will be 33%. Similarly, if we define four steps for our activity, and we define all of them as equal important and give 1 1 1. So in this case, step percentage for each of the step is 25%. We'll see this in a while, and then we define the activity step percentage complete to compute the activity percentage complete. The activity percentage complete is based on the step percentage complete, and it is computed by automatically Primavera when we are using steps. So now we see how can we do get actually steps in the program. We just open the program, and then in the view can see go show bottom detail. In the bottom details, you go on the header and right click. When you right click, you get the customize, and from here you select the step to show on the bottom details. So once you go in the steps, just go on the headers of the steps and right click and customize, and then you will find the number the description and name of the columns available for the steps. Show all of them in your layout, and then we define the activity steps. So now let's see what how can we do this activity steps in Primavera page 6 itself. I open my all project, and you can see that if you run the project, and if you see the log, you see that this project is consists of 3,293 activities, around 3,300 activities. So, and if you close all, if you summarize this program, press control minus button, it will compress the program. And in the construction, we see superstructure, we have around 37 floors. So 37 floors plus we have ground basements, and we have podiums. So if we all this all maybe overall it will be 45 floors. So if 45 floors are there, we are adding three or four activities to each concrete, it will be at 250 or 300 activities and make our program further lengthy. So sometimes instead of adding to reduce the length of the program, we can use activity steps. So if we go in the first floor, for example, and this construction of slab. This construction of slab first floor is we can define this. Sometime the engineer or consultant or client, they requesting to they want to show the detail some other further detail for the construction of the slab, because the construction of slab, if you see the construction of slab in slab, it composed of several activities. For example, form fixing of formwork, fixing of steel reinforcement, engineers inspection approval, municipality inspection and approval, then concrete pouring or casting, and the formwork removal. So instead of adding these activities in the program, we can add this detail or definition in the steps. So if you want to show the steps, you want to use the steps, click on the activity you want to add the steps, and go in the project tab. If you go in project window, just select the activity program. Okay, and here go into calculation tab. In the calculation tab, you just select the in the calculation tab you will find activity percentage complete based on the activity steps. Just follow my mouse. So if you see here that we have an option activity percentage percent complete based on the activity steps. So just click this one, and all of the edited all of the edited physical percent complete value will be recalculate from the step. Do you want us to continue? Yes, we just all of the edited physical percent complete value will be recalculated from the steps. Do you want to do wish to continue? We select yes. Okay, and then we go in the general tab. In the general tab, just select the activity percentage complete. General tab, or we go to settings. Sorry, no settings, general, and then we have enterprise. Okay, okay, and go to default. In the default, you have that percentage complete type is duration. Just click this one and make it physical. Okay, and then go to activity. Okay, so now if you go in the status, you will file here that journal tab. You can find that select activity, make it as a physical. Okay, and then go steps. In the steps, we are going to if not step shown on your bottom layout, just click anywhere on the header and customize activity detail and just select from here. For example, I remove my steps. If you see you do not find steps here, so if you not find step, just go on the bottom layout and then right click and then customize activity detail. And when you open the customize activity detail, you will find several options available which you show on the bottom layout. So activity steps normally not shown. So just click this one and press on the right button. It will bring it down. So when it is shown on the activity step, just click on the activity step, and again we have in activity step we have step name and complete it. So just right click and make customize steps column, and from here just open this journal and bring it on the right. Step percentage complete, step weight, step percentage complete, step weightage percentage. So just bring this step percentage completed down and then apply. So if you want to add this steps here, for example, construction of the slab first load, just add steps. For example, you can see fixing of formwork and layout. Layout means if there is any openings in the floor slab, the surveyor will mark these openings or columns so that when the people, the steel fixer came, they know there's some opening, so they will leave this area. We have to fixing of steel enforcement, fixing and engineer approval. So once engineer approve, we ask the municipality, we add one more municipality inspection. So before pouring, we need two municipal inspection done. Add one concrete pouring. We have poured. We have to remove the formwork as per the specification. Normally, it is 14 days, 14 to 15 days. So we add one more steps, which is remove of formwork. So all your can define as many steps as you want. Then we have to define the weight, step weight. Step weight here, as you see that Primavera automatically by default defining equal importance to each of them. So, for example, we put the formwork fixing as two, and then this two. Okay, you can see that percentage complete for the weight automatically completed. Now, if you put the C reinforcement as say for example we put three, come uh, mm, uh, formwork is 25%, steel 37% because steel normally taking more time, more efforts. Then we have multiple inspection. Okay, so you can put is zero point 0.5. Okay, the one and removal of the formwork is one. So in this case, you see that all the activity weightage percentage completed. Step weight percent are automatically completed by the Primavera. And when we are doing this activity, for example, when we are monitoring the progress, we just go and click on the completed option button, click a checkbox here, and automatically it's assigned. We just go and click the actual slot, and then this weight factor, we just click on the uh, percentage complete for this. For example, if you have this one, It's a percentage for 20. We click here the start button, and then we can put the percentage complete here. So, if, for example, if we put 50% form work, the activity percentage complete will be 13% because the fixing of form work and layout has a weight of factor of 26.7 percentage. So, if you put this activity 50% complete, it will assign 13 point something percentage complete for the overall activity. Similarly, if you put this completed task, the activity percentage complete will be 26.7% complete. So in this case, you can monitor the progress of each step individually, and automatically your activity percentage completed will be completed by the Primavera. Make sure that you assign the remaining duration for the activity, because if you don't assign the remaining duration, Primavera will assume that the remaining duration is still the same as the original duration. For example, if you fix the form work and still you did not put the remaining duration, the remaining duration will be keep on chasing as the original duration, and it will sometime it will give you a wrong impression of the project completion, because you did not consider that to reduce the activity duration based on the steps which are completed. For example, if the form work takes 2 days and it is completed, the remaining duration will be 8 days. Similarly, if the steel fixing is done and it takes 5 days, so you have, for example, 2 days for the form work and 5 days for the reinforcement, 7 days done. In this case, remaining duration we can put as a 3 days. Then 1 day for the municipality inspection, and 1 day for the concrete pouring, and then the 1 day remaining will be for the removal of the formwork. So in this case, we can provide more detail and more definition to our particular activities if it is required. If it is not intention to add more activities in our program to keep or to retain the simplicity of the program for better understanding of our client, because it is normally observed that the higher management, they are not looking for such details. So instead, but the engineer and the people who are working directly on the site, they want to see the status of these activities also. So in this case, to maintain the simplicity of our project while maintaining the complexity of the activity, instead of adding additional activity, we can make use of the activity steps. So I hope it is this option is helpful for our fellow plan engineer. They will try to implement it in their program. And if you have any confusion, please write to me in comments. I will try to explain to you. And please like, share, and subscribe this channel. If you like something and it will increase something in your information, please consider subscription and share this video with your our fellow plan engineers for their understanding and learning. So thank you very much for your time. See you again in the next video. Take care and take bye bye.